the greatest name in cereal, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space. Commanded by Jim Masters, a former space cadet, dismissed from Space Academy in disgrace, a rocket ship has been raiding the space lanes of the Solar Alliance. A rocket ship flying under the ancient and universal insignia of piracy. Meanwhile, aboard the rocket cruiser Polaris, death threatens one of the crew of Space Cadets.
Tom, you can't die.
Yeah, steady, Astro. That won't help any.
Can't we do something for him?
We're doing all we can. Put that oxygen mask back on him.
Right.
When you get it on, turn up the pressure. As high as it will go.
Right. What's the use? We've been feeding him oxygen for half an hour now, and it hasn't done any good.
But it may. And that's why we can't stop now. Radar bridge from control deck. Check in.
Radar bridge, aye.
Have you been able to contact the Hydra yet, Manny?
Been trying to get through to her, sir, but I'm hitting a lot of interference.
What do you mean, interference?
From a space dust storm, sir. Lunar Weather Station sent me an alert. Must be right between the Hydra and our ship.
I see. Well, keep trying.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, that's me. Nothing yet. No reaction at all. Captain Strong, the oxygen tank, it's almost empty.
Blast it. That's the last one we have.
Then if he doesn't, we've got to help him, sir. He saved your life. He shared his oxygen with you out there, and now he's...
Yes, I know, Astro. If it hadn't been for me, Tom would be all right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Forget it. Roll up his sleeve.
What?
Roll up his sleeve.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to take one last desperate chance. I'd hoped to wait. Dr. Dale knows how to use this stuff better than I do, but there isn't that much time left.
What is it?
This is cortamine X compound. It's the most powerful stimulant known. If this doesn't bring Tom out of it, nothing will.
Well, then let's use it, sir.
But you don't understand, Astro. The wrong amount. Just a little bit too much, and this will be fatal in itself. And I'm not a skilled medico.
I get it, sir. But without it, Tom doesn't have much of a chance either.
Right. So just pray, Astro. We'll know very soon. We'll know one way or the other in just 2 minutes.
Hey, Ann. Okay, here comes Ann, prettiest girl in school and the liveliest cheerleader of them all. There's a big game today, and no one who'd rather be in Ann's shoes any more than Pat, the kid sister. Well, Pat's day will come. Someday Pat, too, will be one of the prettiest, liveliest girls in school if she builds up strength, builds up energy, builds up strong bones and steady nerves the way Ann does. Ann starts her day with a good, hearty breakfast, including her favorite, Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal. And Pat, too, is learning that Kellogg's Pep has more builder-upper vitamins than any other ready-to-eat wheat cereal. And say, with your favorite fruit and sugar and milk, Kellogg's Pep sure is a treat to eat. Yes, these are the finest wheat flakes. Different, deliciously different from those you've had before. And Pep is easy to serve. So really enjoy breakfast and keep going strong and growing strong day after day. Build your better breakfast around the build-up wheat cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
Two minutes are almost up, Captain.
I know, Astro.
He's not coming to yet. And the oxygen is all gone.
Better take that mask off.
Right.
Astro. Astro, I think... What is it, sir?
Tom. Hi, Astro. Captain Strong. What's going on?
Tom, you're all right.
Yeah, sure. I'm all right. Oh, brother. Who's rocking the ship?
Easy, Tom. You just better lie there.
Oh, no. I'm fine, sir. As soon as I shake the cobwebs out.
There's no danger now, is there, Captain?
No, Astro. As soon as he's had a little rest, he'll be as good as new.
Well, what happened anyway, huh? How'd they get here?
Will you fill in the details, Astro? Manning's calling me on the intercom.
Right, sir.
Control deck, aye.
I've established contact with the Hydra, sir. Dr. Dale's on the teleceiver.
Good. Feed it to me.
Aye, sir, but transmission isn't too good. The space storm's giving us a lot of interference.
Well, do the best you can.
Right, sir. Stand by.
Hello, Joan. This is Steve.
Steve, is everything all right? How's Corbett?
Well, he's okay now. It was kind of close, though. Where are you?
Still in your quadrant, about 35,000 miles away. But Steve, I'm afraid.
What's the matter? The storm?
No, Steve. Another rocket ship is following us.
Following you? Are you sure?
Yes, Steve. We've tried to make contact, but they won't answer. And now I think they're starting to close in.
Well, use your new fuel, Joan. You can pull away from them.
There's none of it left, Steve. We can't go any faster, and the Hydra's just a laboratory ship. We're completely unarmed.
Well, now, don't lose your nerve, Joan. Just listen very carefully. Switch on your automatic tracer beam. Keep it going all the time. We'll get to you as fast as possible.
Please hurry, Steve. If it's a space pirate...
Joan, come in. Come in, Joan. Blast it. Radar bridge from control deck, come in.
Radar bridge, aye.
Can't you hold contact with the Hydra?
Sorry, sir. That storm's raising Kane with transmission. I'll try to raise him again.
All right. Keep trying. Astro.
Sir?
Take your place on the power deck. Stand by for full space speed.
Yes, sir. You're all right now, Tom.
Oh, sure. Don't worry about
Get
it.
going, Astro.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hi. Ready for duty, sir.
No, you better sit down and take it easy for a while, Tom.
But, Captain Strong, I'm perfectly
And
all
I
right.
said you take it easy, Tom. Don't give me an argument at a time like this.
Aye, sir.
Radar bridge, control deck, come in.
Control deck, aye.
Picked up the tracer beam from the rocket cruiser Hydra, sir.
What's its bearing?
23 degrees, 40 minutes by 009 degrees.
Right.
Can I set that for you, sir?
All right, go ahead. Hello, Manning. Is there any reply from the Hydra yet?
Nothing, sir.
Well, keep on that tracer beam. We're going to follow it. If it changes course, let me know fast.
But, sir, that beam's coming to us through the storm. If we follow it,
I'm
we'll be
aware
going
of
through it
that,
ourselves.
Manning. I'm aware of it.
But, Captain Strong, we're taking an awful chance.
You follow orders, Manning.
Aye, aye, sir.
New course set up, sir.
Fine. Power deck, check in.
Power deck, aye.
Hello, Astro, take the wraps off. Full space speed.
Full space speed, aye, aye, sir.
All right, sir. Do you think we'll make it in time, Captain?
Got to, Tom. We've just got to.
Masters here, go ahead.
Report from scanner station, Captain Masters. Overhauling Solar Guard rocket cruiser. Should make contact in 10 minutes.
Good. Alert boarding crews. I want them at their stations 5 minutes ahead.
Yes, sir.
And does that cruiser spotted us?
Yes, sir. It's been in contact with the rocket cruiser Polaris. Teleceiver position's been listening in. Dr. Dale, a woman, has been talking to Captain Strong on the Polaris. She's warned him about us, and he's closing in.
How far away is he?
30,000 miles, sir.
Might as well be 1,000,000 for all the good he'll do her. Give me the forward battery.
Stand by. Forward battery.
This is Captain Masters. Are you trained on that cruiser?
Yes, sir.
Stand by to fire a warning space torpedo.
Standing by. Proximity fuse set up for ignition at 500 yards off Solar Guard ship.
Good. Stand by. Ready? Fire. Perfect. Perfect.
Want us to give her another one, sir?
No, hold it. See if she pulls too.
They're still holding course, sir.
Yes. All right, then. Ready the neutron ray. But don't blast them apart. Just give them 1/4 power. Just enough to cripple their atomic reactors. I want Dr. Joan Dale alive.
Aye, aye.
Fire when ready.
Hey, kids, here's Joe and Drew, now starring in John Ford's action-packed movie, Wagon Master. And here's a girl who in one hand has a Joe and Drew picture ring, and in the other, a delicious spoonful of Kellogg's Pep. And she sure seems to be enjoying that marvelous malty Pep flavor. And in every box of Kellogg's Pep, you too can get that same famous flavor, plus a beautiful picture ring. Yep, in every single package of Kellogg's Pep, there's another wonderful ring waiting for you. Look, a handsome plastic ring that won't break, and it's adjustable, fits any finger. Every ring is bright, colorful, and there are 16 different rings, 16 different pictures. Movie stars, sports stars, cowboys, Indians, jet planes, and giant passenger planes. Trade them with your friends. Collect all 16 rings. Start today. No box tops or money to send. No waiting. And remember, in addition to a handsome picture ring, there's that famous flavor, that marvelous malty flavor in every spoonful of the build-up wheat cereal, delicious flakes of nourishing whole wheat, Kellogg's Pep.
Radar bridge from control deck. Come in.
Radar bridge, aye.
Are you still getting the tracer beam, Manning?
Yes, sir. It keeps cutting out, but I'm still riding it.
Good. Keep me posted. Getting thicker and thicker.
Sounds like rain beating on our hull.
Yes, but that's not rain out there. That's a space cloud dust.
Gosh.
Yes, and this cloud is at least 5,000 miles deep. Not very dense right now. But when it gets thicker, it's like mushing through pea soup.
Oh, gosh, sir, won't that create an awful lot of friction against our hull?
An awful lot of friction is right, Tom. Even though we are built and insulated to resist the friction generated when we're traveling through atmosphere, that dust can really heat us up.
Oh, listen to it, Captain. It's getting worse.
Yes. Yes, it gets worse as we get into the heart of the dust storm. Feeling the temperature, Tom? It's rising already.
It sure has, sir. Captain, if this dust gets any worse, can the skin of our ship take it?
That's a good question, Tom. I wish I knew the answer.
Radar bridge to control deck. Radar bridge to control deck.
Yes, Manning, go ahead.
It's getting pretty warm up here. This radar gear won't stand up long if it gets much hotter.
I know, Manning. Just stand by and let me know the minute anything breaks down.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain, will it be all right for me to take off this flight suit?
Sure, Tom. That's a good idea. Go ahead.
Thanks, sir. Do you think we're going to make it?
We've got to, Tom. Dr. Dale is on the other side of that dust cloud with a space pirates on her tail, and we can't stop now.
Captain, the lights. What's happened?
The lighting power supply. Power deck. Astro, what's going on down there?
Everything's breaking down, sir. There are sparks flying all over the place. Better get down here fast.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Friday, when Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets rocket into a deadly trap. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production. Remember, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this same time for the thrilling interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals. Kellogg, the greatest name in cereals, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
In a desperate race against time to save Captain Joan Dale from space pirates, the Polaris snipes through a violent storm of interstellar space dust, and the resulting friction is creating almost unbearable heat. Heat that threatens to destroy the ship and its crew.
What's going on down here? What happened?
The internal power board. It shorted, sir. I just caught it before the whole deck went up in smoke.
Good work, Astro.
Must be the heat, sir. Look, the connectors are fused.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Careful, sir. That's still alive. Touch that with your bare hand, it'll knock you clear across the deck.
We'll have to rip those connectors loose, otherwise the whole board's going to go up.
Oh, Captain Strong, are you hurt?
No, I'm all right. You were right, Astro. That thing's got a kick like a mule.
I know, sir. I already tried.
I think I've got it, sir.
What are you going to do?
My flight suit. We'll loop it through the connectors. Then we'll pull them out all at the same time. This cloth should act as a perfect insulator.
Yeah, but how are you going to get that flight suit around the connectors? That whole board is loaded with juice.
Wait a minute, I think Tom's got something there. If we're careful, this ought to do it.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Now, I'll pass this through, sir, and you see if you can reach it.
Careful.
Right.
Watch it.
Got it?
There, easy.
Yes, sir.
No, I've got it. Now, step back, both of you. If this thing gets me, I want you to be clear. Watch it.
Right, sir. Oh, good work, sir. You did it.
Yeah. But now how am I going to feed the power up to the control relays?
Switch in the emergency Thasium batteries. That'll last a couple of hours, at least until you get that board repaired.
All right.
Ooh. Good. All right, Tom, let's go. We've got to get back to the controls.
Yes, wait a minute, Captain. Sir, I think the temperature's going down. I just touched the bulkhead with my hand. It's not as hot as it was before.
What?
Yes, look, sir. The temperature gauge is dropping.
Great Jupiter, you're right, Astro.
Well, we must be breaking through. Maybe we're clearing the storm.
There's no maybes about it. Come on, we've got to get topside and recheck our course.
Right.
Just pray Manning hasn't lost the beam from the hydrant.
Radar bridge, Captain Strong. Radar bridge, Captain Strong.
There he
Come
is
in.
now, sir.
Strong here. Go ahead, Manning.
Just got power back on the scanner, sir. Looks like we're clearing the storm. Dust is thinning out.
Yes, we thought so, Manning. Now listen, stick to that tracer beam receiver. Have a new bearing ready on the hydro for me by the time I get topside.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't.
What do you mean, you can't?
I'm not picking up the tracer beam.
Well, you mean the receiver isn't working?
No, sir. The receiver's working all right, but the hydra isn't transmitting anymore.
Let's go, Corbett. Come on.
Right.
Well, this is Mother's Day off, and something's up. Fact is, something mighty good is up, and down it comes. Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal. Down comes Tommy, too, and he sure appreciates the ride. It's easy to see that Tommy wants to grow up strong as his dad. And so does Bob, who seems to have a pretty good start. All three of these fellows agree on one way to help build up strength, build up energy, build up strong bones and steady nerves. A daily dish of Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal with fruit, sugar, and milk. Man, it sure is delicious. And long ago, Dad told these other men folks that Kellogg's Pep has more builder-upper vitamins than any other ready-to-eat wheat cereal. No wonder Tommy and Bob are already measuring up to the goal they set for themselves. So if you want to keep going strong and growing strong, ask Mother to be sure and get Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal.
Oh, Lieutenant Burke, is that you?
Sorry to disappoint you, Dr. Dale. But I do just as well. Don't bother coming up here, men. Everything's under control. Check the lower decks. Well, don't worry. I won't hurt you.
You madman.
Really, is that a way to greet an old friend? I expected a warmer welcome from you, Joan.
What do you mean? Who are you?
Years made that much difference? Or would you recognize me in a Space Cadet uniform?
Space Cadet?
Why, yes. Second row behind you in Laboratory B. Next table to mess hall.
Jim. Jim Masters.
Right, Jim.
A space pirate.
Why so surprised? You always did think I was a troublemaker. Well, I really can make trouble now.
But a space pirate. A common thief and a murderer.
Not so common, my dear. It all depends on your point of view. My men think I'm a rather great man. And with your help, the whole Solar Alliance will think the same.
My help?
Yes. You've come far, Joan. Great physicist, I understand. You've even helped develop a new rocket fuel. I can use that new fuel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. Dr. Erickson let it slip.
Dr. Erickson, so you were the one who kidnapped him.
Of course. Well, you two worked on the fuel together. You both know half the formula. So now, since I have you both, it follows naturally that I also have the formula.
I'll never tell you. Never.
Don't be foolish, Joan. Of course you will. Stand where you are. Looks like I'll have to talk to my ray gun crew. They didn't do as good a job as I ordered.
Polaris calling rocket cruiser Hydra. Polaris calling Hydra. Come in, come in.
Well, my old classmate, Steve Strong.
Why don't you answer, Hydra? What is your position? Come in, Hydra, come in.
He sounds worried, John.
John, this is Steve. Come in, will you? What's happened to your tracer beam?
Tracer beam? You were trying to lead him in, huh? I think maybe we'll oblige him then if this beam is still working. Just a loose connection, I think we can fix that easy enough. Don't try that again. I'm not exactly a gentleman, even to women.
Joe, will you answer, please? Turn on your tracer beam. I can't find you in this storm without it.
There. We'll be able to find her now, Strong, so hurry up. You'll get a royal welcome.
Haven't you finished the repairs on the switchboard yet? Those batteries won't last forever. The tracer beam is starting to fade.
Just 2 more minutes, sir. I'm making a final connection now.
I'll give you 1 minute. No longer.
Aye, aye, sir. Boy, is he steaming.
Yeah. Come on, let me give you a hand.
All right. Funny. I've never seen Strong act that way before. He's always been so cool. Well, nothing ever bothered him.
Well, proves he's human, I guess.
Yeah, I never thought an officer of the Solar Guards could be that human. They always seem to be sort of, well, like gods. I guess they have to be for the job they do.
No, Astro, I don't agree with you. To do the right kind of a job, you've got to be a real person with a heart. How can you meet strange people and deal with them the way the Solar Guards do? Unless you know what makes them tick, unless you understand their drives and their emotions. And to do that, you've got to be human yourself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Blast it, this is a fine time to be blowing off at the mouth.
Yeah.
Strong will have my hide for this. Uh-oh, there goes the first layer of skin now. Power deck, aye.
Power deck, is Corbett down there with you?
Yes, sir.
Well, send him topside right away. And you stand by nose-braking rockets.
Braking rockets?
Sir, does that mean we found the Hydra?
Yes, we're closing in.
How does the ship look, sir? Is everything all right?
No. She's been under heavy fire. She's just drifting. Now, stop talking and take your stations.
Aye, aye, sir. Better go topside.
Yeah. Captain Strong will want to board the Hydra.
Wait a minute. Why don't you try to talk him out of it? Have him let us go.
Why?
Well, she's been under fire. I don't like to think about what he may find.
kids, here's Dennis O'Keefe, starring in Woman on the Run, a Universal International release. And here's a boy who in one hand has a Dennis O'Keefe picture ring, and in the other, a delicious spoonful of Kellogg's Pep. Man, he sure goes for that marvelous malty pep flavor. And in every box of Kellogg's Pep, you too can get that same famous flavor, plus a beautiful picture ring. Yep, in every single package of Kellogg's Pep, there's another wonderful ring waiting for you. Look, a handsome plastic ring that won't break, and it's adjustable, fits any finger. Every ring is bright, colorful, and there are 16 different rings, 16 different pictures. Movie stars, sports stars, cowboys, Indians, jet planes, and giant passenger planes. Trade them with your friends. Collect all 16 rings. Start today. No box tops or money to send. No waiting. And remember, in addition to a handsome picture ring, there's that marvelous malty flavor in every spoonful of the Build-Up Wheat cereal. Delicious flakes of nourishing whole wheat. Kellogg's Pep.
There she is, Tom. That's the Hydra.
Looked like she took an awful pounding, sir.
Yes.
Do you suppose... I mean, the crew, do you think...
That any of them are alive? Is that what you're trying to say, Tom?
Well, yes, sir.
It must be. We're getting an audio signal full of hash, but that means that somebody on the Hydra is still alive and trying to contact us. Check the space lock controls.
Aye, aye, sir. All sorted up and ready to go over, Captain Strong.
Good. Your space jet's in good working order? We can't use the magnetic couplers. They're still out of commission. We'll have to jet over.
I know, sir. I checked them. They're all right.
Good. Then stand by.
Well, I thought you were going to take me with you, sir.
Oh, not this time, Corbett. You did enough last trip. Power deck, check in.
Power deck, aye.
Cut all rocket power. Manning and I are leaving the ship.
Right.
What's the matter, Junior? You want to hog everything? Since when are you the only one to go outside?
I'm not, but this is a special case. Now, you take good care of him, Manning. He's liable to be in for an awful shock.
On account of Dr. Dale, you mean? There are lots of other women around.
All right, Manning. We're all ready. Let's go.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, you're in command of the ship now, Tom. Hold this course and stand by for orders.
Aye, aye, sir. And, sir, I hope everything's all right.
Thanks. Let's go, Manning.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Monday when Tom and Astro roar through space following a trail to danger. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production. Remember, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this same time for the thrilling interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals.
Kellogg, the greatest name in cereals, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
A battered, ray-blasted wreck drifts through space. The torn and twisted hulk of the Solar Guard rocket cruiser Hydra, commanded by Dr. Joan Dale. The latest ship to fall victim to the deadly raiders of the space lanes, Jim Masters and his crew of space pirates. Now, as the Polaris heaves to nearby, Captain Steve Strong and Cadet Roger Manning board the Hydra, searching for Joan Dale.
This deck's empty, too. Blast it, what happened to the crew, Captain Strong?
Somebody must be aboard. That teleceiver is open for transmission. Somebody was trying to call us not 10 minutes ago while we were still aboard the Polaris. You get to work on it. Try to raise Corbett and Astro and tell them what's going on. I'll check topside.
Aye, aye, sir.
And keep your eyes open for trouble.
I think you'd better do the same, Captain Strong.
Captain, look out.
Stay where you are, Junior. Stay away from that teleceiver. This isn't one of your Academy toys.
Jim Masters. So you are the space pirate. What have you done with Joan?
Relax, Steve. She's all right. She's aboard my ship right now, keeping Dr. Erickson company in the brig.
If you've hurt her...
I haven't, Steve. Not yet, anyhow.
Hey, cut all the space gas. What are you going to do to us?
Well, Junior has nerve. I don't let many people yell at me like that, Junior.
All right, so I'm yelling. What are you going to do?
Tough, aren't you?
Tough as I have to be.
Fair enough. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You and Captain Strong are going to be my guests for the time being. After that, well, it depends on how well you cooperate.
Another tough game over and won. And nobody roots any harder for Jack than Ray, the kid brother. Well, why not? Ray's varsity uniform is only 8 years away. 8 years and 800 dreams. But listen, it's never too early to start tackling the problem of how to build up strength, build up energy, build up strong bones and steady nerves. Yes, sir, here's one way. Build a better breakfast around Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal. Kellogg's Pep gives a boy or a girl more builder-upper vitamins than any other ready-to-eat wheat cereal. Delicious with fruit, sugar, and milk. Man, what a marvelous malty flavor. So if you want to keep going strong and growing strong, ask Mother to bring home Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal.
Calling Rocket Cruiser Hydra. Rocket Cruiser Hydra, this is the Polaris. Come in. Come in. They've been aboard the Hydra for almost half an hour. Why haven't they contacted us?
There's no activity around the space lock either. I guess they're not ready to come back yet.
Bastard, I can't take much more of this waiting around. If they don't contact us within 2 minutes, I'm going to suit up and jet over there.
No, you're not, Tom. This is no time to start disobeying orders.
But, Astro, I can't just...
Captain Strong, Rocket Cruiser Polaris.
Listen, the teleceiver.
At last. Polaris, back to Captain Strong. Go ahead, sir.
Can't you get a picture, Tom?
No, there's nothing coming in.
And that audio, I can barely make it out.
It must be the transmitter aboard the Hydra.
Hydra to Polaris. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Here are your orders. Return to Earth immediately. Do not wait to pick us up. Return to Earth immediately.
Captain Strong, we can hardly hear you. Can you clean up transmission a little?
Best I can do. This teleceiver is nearly wrecked. Did you get my orders?
Well, not exactly, sir. Will you repeat, please?
Return to Earth immediately.
Did he say return to Earth?
But what about you, sir, and Manning?
We're staying aboard the Hydra. Dr. Dale is serious and injured. Can't be moved. You go back to Earth and get help.
But, sir, we can't leave you aboard that wreck. Suppose we swing alongside.
Blasted, you heard my orders, Cadet.
He's really getting sore.
You're not experienced enough to use magnetic couplers. You'll wreck the ship. Now do as you're told and blast off immediately.
We'd better obey his orders, Tom.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, sir. Orders received. We'll blast off in 1 minute.
End transmission.
He's mad. Completely insane. Why, he comes down here and raves to me for hours about how he plans to become master of all the space lanes.
Yes, but he's not mad enough to make any mistakes. He wanted to clear the way for his own ship to come in and pick us up. So he tricked Astro and Tom beautifully. He told me that he contacted them from the Polaris and persuaded them that he was me. And then he gave them orders to return to Earth.
But I don't understand why he didn't attack the Polaris, too.
Because he operates with the true cunning of the pirate, Joan. Why risk a battle with an armed cruiser when he could get me aboard the Hydra alone just by using you as bait?
Of course. The odds have to be entirely with him.
Yes, that's typical.
And now that he has both of us, and we know the process of the new rocket fuel...
But he must know that we'd never give it to him.
I'm afraid we can't help ourselves now. All he has to do is to give us an injection of Amatol X, and we'd tell him anything that he asked for. And you know what that drug can do.
But Dr. Erickson, he can't be depending on the new fuel entirely. There must be something else he plans to do.
I believe there is. He has a large fleet of ships behind him, and he mentioned something about a powerful ally.
Another planet?
Well, no, nothing like that. But from what he said, there's someone on Earth in a very high position who will help him when he's ready to go into action.
What do you mean, help him? Politically?
I don't think so.
Well, then how?
I don't know. While he talks a great deal, he's been clever enough not to give me any detail.
Still can't believe it. Jim Masters, a boy we went to school with, a space cadet, to do a thing like this.
Well, it's not surprising, really. He showed all the signs, even when he was a cadet. Brilliant, but arrogant, domineering, refusing to recognize authority, constant troublemaker. Never could get along with any of the other cadets. He was bound to turn out this way.
Well, spaceman's luck is with us, Tom. We won't have to go through that dust storm again. It's cleared our course by now.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't take us too long to get back to Earth. I hate to think of Strong and Dr. Dale waiting on that wreck. Even Manning. You know, if the Hydra should ever start to break up...
It just doesn't make sense.
Huh?
Now, why did Captain Strong order us to head back to Earth and leave him?
Are you going to start that all over again? He gave you an order and you can't question it.
Yes, I can. Especially if it doesn't add up. Why did we have to go back to Earth to get help? Why couldn't we send for it by teleceiver?
Well,
And the way he laced into me.
Well, that's nothing. He's been blowing his top at all of us lately.
Yes, but, well, he's usually pretty reasonable. At least listens to our ideas. Just because we aren't experienced enough to use the magnetic couplers, he didn't have to... Magnetic couplers. Wait a minute. Our couplers are out of commission.
Sure they are. Blast me for a Martian mouse.
Of course, Astro. Captain Strong knew they were out of order. That's why he and Roger used their suit jets to get over to the Hydra.
Then why did he say
Suppose he didn't.
What?
Maybe somebody else was aboard the ship. Maybe somebody else called us. The teleceiver screen wasn't working, and that voice we heard was very distorted.
Then you think the space pirates were aboard the Hydra waiting for them?
I'd bet on it, Astro.
Great Jupiter. We're heading in the wrong direction, Tom.
And how we are. Get back to your station and open up all rockets wide. We're going after those space pirates.
Hey, kids, here's Joe and Drew, now starring in John Ford's action-packed movie, Wagon Master. And here's a girl who in one hand has a Joe and Drew picture ring, and in the other, a delicious spoonful of Kellogg's Pep. And she sure seems to be enjoying that marvelous malty Pep flavor. And in every box of Kellogg's Pep, you too can get that same famous flavor, plus a beautiful picture ring. Yep, in every single package of Kellogg's Pep, there's another wonderful ring waiting for you. Look, a handsome plastic ring that won't break, and it's adjustable, fits any finger. Every ring is bright, colorful, and there are 16 different rings, 16 different pictures. Movie stars, sports stars, cowboys, Indians, jet planes, and giant passenger planes. Trade them with your friends. Collect all 16 rings. Start today. No box tops or money to send. No waiting. And remember, in addition to a handsome picture ring, there's that famous flavor, that marvelous malty flavor in every spoonful of the build-up wheat cereal, delicious flakes of nourishing whole wheat, Kellogg's Pep.
If this isn't a laugh, if this isn't one great big horse laugh.
What's that, Manning?
Captain Strong of the Solar Guards. And Doctors Dale and Erickson, two of the biggest brains on Earth, and that guy has you all crawling.
See here. What's this all about, Manning?
I told you. I'm just getting a laugh out of it. You're supposed to be so smart. A real space ace. And just because you're a sucker for a dame, you're a mousetrap. A baby wouldn't have walked into a setup like this. But you did.
Captain, that's insubordination.
Don't give me that meteor dust. Where do you think you are, back at the academy? You don't rank me here. I don't have to take any orders from anybody.
You insolent pup, I ought to admit some sense in you.
Well, what's going on here? A break in the United Front?
United? Huh.
What's the matter, Strong? Boy losing your grip on the boy? The idol has clay feet? And what's with you, Junior?
Just getting wised up, Captain Masters.
Wised up?
Yeah. About a lot of things.
Like the Space Cadets and Space Academy, for instance?
Yeah. For instance?
You're a smart boy. I can use smart boys.
Yeah? I'm too smart to stick my neck out.
Fair enough. So am I.
Yes, you two are just alike. He's a carbon copy of you, Jim, just like you were when you were a cadet.
Is that bad? Maybe we can work something out.
Maybe.
Cagey, huh? I like that. You're my kind.
Yeah, there aren't many of us left, Captain.
No. We should stick together.
Get out of here, both of you. Get out, get out.
The lady doesn't like our company.
So?
We'll oblige her. Let's go topside and talk things over.
Suits me fine. So long, suckers. Spaceman's luck to you.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Wednesday, when Tom Corbett and Astro follow the space pirates through the void to the distant satellite of Jupiter, Ganymede. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production. Remember, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this same time for the thrilling interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals.
Kellogg, the greatest name in cereals, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
Steve,
Yes, Joe.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep.
I'm glad you did. You needed the rest.
Where are we?
Oh, we must be very close to Jupiter by now.
Do you think that's where Masters will land?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a good base for operations of his kind.
And after we land, what then?
That's up to Masters, obviously.
He'll try to get the secret of the new fuel.
Yes, I know. Are you afraid, Joan?
Only that I won't be able to keep it a secret, Steve.
I know. And Erickson, He's tired and old. He won't be able to hold out very long either.
Oh, Steve, what are we going to do?
We'll think of something. There must be some way to keep the formula out of Master's hands.
Here's a smart mother. She knows what her family needs, but sometimes she forgets to get enough. So it's a good thing little Kathy went along today. But Kathy's mother never forgets that there's more builder-upper vitamins in Kellogg's Pep than any other ready-to-eat wheat cereal. That's why Pep helps build up strength, build up energy, build up strong bones and steady nerves. Yes, there's nothing like a good, hearty breakfast day after day. A breakfast featuring Kellogg's Pep, that popular, whoops, it's popular, all right. Kathy knows how popular Pep is, been a family favorite for years. And nothing could be easier to serve than this new kind of wheat flakes, the finest wheat flakes yet. Man, what a marvelous malty flavor. Bet you'll go for it, too. So tell your mother to get at least one package of the Build-Up Wheat Cereal. Kellogg's Pep.
Astro, look at the scanner. The pirate ship has landed. She's reached her base.
And it's on Ganymede, all right. One of the satellites of Jupiter, just like we figured.
Yes, and it's a big installation. Why, look, there are 6 rocket ships spread out over the surface.
Those blasted space pirates, they must have a whole fleet.
Looks like it.
Well, what do we do now? Contact Earth and have them send a patrol squadron out to blow that base out into space dust?
Not yet, Astro.
Why not?
Because Captain Strong, Dr. Dale, and Manning are down there.
I know, Tom, but still...
I said not yet, Astro. We're going down there first ourselves. See if we can save them.
Wait a minute.
Stand by the nose rockets, Astro, and prepare to decelerate. We land in 15 minutes.
Well, how do you like the place, Junior? Fixed it up myself.
Not bad.
We're 100 feet under the surface of Ganymede. As you can see, the rock walls are lined with thermopaper. This radiant mesh makes it cozy and livable. Nobody'd ever suspect there was a base under here.
You must have pretty big ideas.
You don't know how big. You stick with me and you'll have Strong and Erickson and even Commander Arkwright saluting you.
Sounds good to me. But how long is it going to take before we get it?
Oh, it won't take long. As soon as I get my hands on that new rocket fuel, there won't be a solar ship in the whole Alliance that can touch me. Masters here, go ahead.
One of the prisoners tried to escape, Captain. Had to be blasted.
Who was it?
Don't know, sir. Guard didn't say.
Be right down. Come on, Junior. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on.
Yes, sir. Coming.
Why did he do it, Steve? Why? He must have known he didn't have a chance.
I'm sure he did, Joan.
But why?
Because Dr. Erickson was a very brave man. And now the formula for the new rocket fuel is safe.
Well, looks like we've got another dead hero on our hands. What happened, Strong?
Dr. Erickson called your guard. He told him he wanted to talk to you. As the guard was leaving, Dr. Erickson jumped him and tried to get his ray gun. And there was a fight, and your guard blasted him.
That stupid idiot. I'll put him through the suppository for this. And, where were you during all of this, Captain?
I didn't have a chance to do anything, unfortunately. It all happened too fast.
Yes, I'll bet it did. And you? I suppose you think this everything clears up, too.
What do you mean?
You're no fool, Joan. You and Erickson each knew half of the formula for the rocket fuel. Now that Erickson is dead, that makes your knowledge pretty useless. Very convenient.
Convenient?
Yes. But that makes you pretty worthless, too. And when anybody isn't any use to me anymore, I get rid of them. Fast.
What are you waiting for, Manning? Why don't you follow your new master?
Captain Strong. Erickson didn't. It wasn't the way it looks. He really was trying to escape, wasn't he?
Escape from here, unarmed, an old man who couldn't fight.
No. No, it doesn't add up.
It adds up all right, Manning. Only you wouldn't understand that kind of arithmetic.
There it is, Astro. The base of the space pirates.
Uh-huh. But where are the installations? Just those rocket ships and nothing else.
Must be entirely underground.
Hey, I wonder if they know we're around.
I don't think so. We landed pretty far away.
Yeah, but they might have picked us up on their scanner when we landed in here.
Well, then they would have sent out search parties, or at least set up a guard around their ships.
Nobody down there.
No.
Well, what now?
Need you ask, Astro?
Not knowing you.
Check those valves, will you?
Yeah.
Oxygen tanks?
Well, feeding normally.
Good. Here.
Check my parallel ray.
Yeah.
But a parallel ray against a sound ray, it's not what I call even odds.
Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Come on, let's go and get inside that base.
Right. Getting inside is one thing. But getting outside again in one piece, that's what really has me worried.
Hey, kids, here's Dennis O'Keefe, starring in Woman on the Run, a Universal International release. And here's a boy who in one hand has a Dennis O'Keefe picture ring, and in the other, a delicious spoonful of Kellogg's Pep. Man, he sure goes for that marvelous malty Pep flavor. And in every box of Kellogg's Pep, you too can get that same famous flavor, plus a beautiful picture ring. Yup, in every single package of Kellogg's Pep, there's another wonderful ring waiting for you. Look. A handsome plastic ring that won't break, and it's adjustable, fits any finger. Every ring is bright, colorful, and there are 16 different rings, 16 different pictures. Movie stars, sports stars, cowboys, Indians, jet planes, and giant passenger planes. Trade them with your friends. Collect all 16 rings. Start today. No box tops or money to send. No waiting. And remember, in addition to a handsome picture ring, there's that marvelous malty flavor in every spoonful of the Build-Up Wheat Cereal. Delicious flakes of nourishing whole wheat. Kellogg's Pep.
Oh, so brave. Heroes. All of them. Bless their hides. Bless their self-righteous, noble hides. They're all such heroes. About to get to the Space Academy.
Relax, will you? Now they'll probably put Erickson's name on the Scroll of Honor. Maybe even give him a medal.
Yeah.
The Solar Medal of Honor. Now that's for him. They always give the Solar Medal to dead heroes. So what's wrong with that? You know, I knew a guy once that got the Solar Medal. A guy by the name of Manning. Hey, that's a funny coincidence. Your name's Manning, too, isn't it?
Stow it, Masters. You don't know what you're saying.
Oh, what are you getting so touchy about? Thought this story would give you a kick. Now listen, this poor joker, Manning, he was out in a rocket scout with a cadet, a routine training flight. So something happens to one of the rocket tubes, see? Manning, playing the hero, goes out to fix it. And he floats away into space. When they finally found him, he was a dead hero.
All right, that's enough.
Hey, wait a minute. You haven't heard the really funny part of this story. You want to know who that cadet on that scout was? Me. You! Isn't that a laugh? That foolish dumb joker. Sacrificing his life for me. Hey, I'll bet Manny's turning over in his grave right now. Got the Solar Award posthumously for saving the life of a guy that turned out to be a space pirate. Hey, I gotta take care of that guy. That guy cost me that new rocket fuel. My father died for him.
Yes.
Captain Masters, 2 unidentified men have penetrated the outer portals of the base. Look like solar guards. Working their way through the tunnels now. Following them by scanner.
Let me have a look at them.
Right, sir. You see them, sir?
Yes.
What are your orders, sir? Shall we blast them? Well, come in, sir. What are your orders?
No orders. Leave them alone.
But, Captain Masters,
You heard me. Leave them alone. Wait till they get closer. I'll take care of them myself.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Friday, when Tom Corbett and Astro penetrate the inner defenses of the Space Pirates base and Captain Strong goes into action. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production. Remember, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this same time for the thrilling interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals.
Kellogg, the greatest name in cereals, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
Ganymede, a satellite of the planet Jupiter, Tom and Astro have entered the secret base of the Space Pirates, searching for Captain Strong, Dr. Dale, and Roger Manning. But they are unaware that they are being watched by hidden eyes. Meanwhile, in Master's office, Roger faces the most important decision of his life.
Yeah, go ahead.
Captain Masters, those 2 unidentified men are getting closer to the control center of the base. When do you want us to stop?
Wait for my orders.
But, Captain
You
Masters...
heard me. Wait till I tell you to close in.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing there, Junior?
Just looking around, Captain Masters.
Yeah, well, keep your hands off that generator control.
Why? Was I doing something wrong?
Didn't they teach you anything at Space Academy? That knob controls the fission rate in our atomic power plant. Fool around with it and you'll blast us right off the face of Ganymede, so hands off.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
I don't know yet, Junior. You gotta show me.
Anytime you say.
How about right now?
Suits me.
All right. Here you are, Junior.
What am I supposed to do with this? What do you want to do with it?
What are we doing? Playing games?
No, Junior, we're not playing games. Here, you better take it. You'll need it.
For what?
Just this. I don't need Captain Strong or Dr. Dale anymore. With Erickson dead, I can't get my hands on that rocket fuel. Dr. Dale only knows half the formula.
So?
I don't keep useless people around, Junior. I get rid of them fast.
What are you telling me all this for?
Come on. You got better sense than that, Junior.
Can't you do your own dirty work?
Not when I got bright young boys like you around to do it for me.
And if I won't?
I told you this is your way in, Junior. Your ticket inside. Well?
The price of admission's pretty high. But, all right, I'll buy it.
Fair enough. Let's get going. Well, what are you waiting for?
Nothing, Captain Masters. Not a thing.
Hey, Ann. Okay, here comes Ann, prettiest girl in school and the liveliest cheerleader of them all. There's a big game today, and no one who'd rather be in Ann's shoes any more than Pat, the kid sister. Well, Pat's day will come. Someday, Pat, too, will be one of the prettiest, liveliest girls in school if she builds up strength, builds up energy, builds up strong bones and steady nerves the way Ann does. Ann starts her day with a good, hearty breakfast, including her favorite, Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal. And Pat, too, is learning that Kellogg's Pep has more builder-upper vitamins than any other ready-to-eat wheat cereal. And say, with your favorite fruit and sugar and milk, Kellogg's Pep sure is a treat to eat. Yes, these are the finest wheat flakes. Different, deliciously different from those you've had before. And Pep is easy to serve. So really enjoy breakfast and keep going strong and growing strong day after day. Build your better breakfast around the build-up wheat cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
We've come too far without being stopped, Tom. Without even seeing those space pirates. Just doesn't add up.
Maybe so. But we're here to find Captain Strong, Dr. Dale, and Roger, and we're not leaving until we do.
Yeah, but when we do, we may not be able to leave. That's what's really bothering me.
Worry about that when we come to it.
Mind if I do a little worrying in advance?
No, go right ahead if it makes you feel any happier. Wait a minute. Here's another tunnel leading off. Now, which way do we go?
Whichever way we go, it'll probably be wrong.
Listen, Astro, stow that kind of talk. You're not helping matters at all.
I'm sorry, Tom. Somehow I just can't help feeling that we're too late. No matter what we do, we can't help Captain Strong now.
If we can't, maybe we can make Jim Masters pay for his life. Now, come on, we'll use this tunnel. Leave our helmets to mark the way we came.
Right.
You ready? Let's go.
How long is this going on, Steve? How long can he keep us here?
Until he gets tired of playing with us. Until he decides to.
You don't really think he'd kill us?
Life is pretty cheap to Jim Masters.
But we were once his friends. We were cadets together.
Do you really think that would make any difference to him now?
I'm sorry, Steve. I don't mean to go feminine on you now, but...
I know, Joan, I know. Blast it. Why did you have to be caught in this mess?
Well, hope I'm not intruding.
All right, Masters. Let's settle this once and for
Easy,
all.
Steve, if you don't want to be a dead hero, too.
How long are you going to keep us here?
Not long, Steve. Not long at all. Come on in, Junior. We'll wind this up very quickly.
Roger.
You'd better start saying goodbyes. Junior's got a job to do. On you.
No, Roger. You couldn't.
Sorry, Dr. Dale. It's like Captain Masters says.
I've got a job to do.
Junior's taking his final exams for my academy. Okay, Junior.
I've got news for you, Masters. I'm flunking my exam.
Well, you couldn't resist, could you? You had to play the hero.
Knock off that chatter and back up against that wall.
Right, look out, man.
I go or I'll blast you.
With what? Go ahead. Pull the trigger. You didn't think I'd leave you with a loaded ray gun, did you? Well, nice work. I've got to compliment you. But you lose hard.
Sorry, Captain Masters. I thought I could work it.
You don't have to apologize to me, Roger. Not now.
All right, this is where we cut the comedy short, right here.
Good shooting, Tom. You nailed him. He can't move.
Tom, Astro.
Oh, Dr. Dale, Captain Strong, are you all right?
Sure, but how in the blazes did you two get in here?
Well, sir, it's a long story.
You've
got to cut it short, Junior. We haven't got time for long stories now.
Being a prisoner hasn't softened your disposition any, has it?
Leave him alone, Astro. Roger just...
Not now, Dr. Dale. I mean it. The atomic plant is liable to go up any second.
Go up?
How do you know? This whole place is powered by an atomic generator. The fission rate control was up in Master's office. I turned it full when he wasn't looking.
Great Jupiter, we're practically standing on an atomic bomb.
Come on, Joan.
Wait a minute, Steve. What about him?
Oh, yes. Masters. We can't leave him here, even if he does deserve it. One of you put him on your shoulders. Come
Right,
on.
sir.
Hold it, Astro. Let me handle him. Give me a neutralizer.
All right. But make it fast.
I'll be right behind you. All right, Junior. It's just the two of us. A little while ago, you told me all about a solar guard you once knew. A guard by the name of Manning. You laughed at him because he threw his life away to save yours. Well, in case you haven't figured it out yet, I'm his son. I'm gonna make you pay off for everything you owe him. Take it easy, Masters. This'll neutralize the parallel ray effect on your body, so you'll be able to move again. I'm just enough of a hero to want things even. All right, sucker. Now we start laying off.
Hey, kids, here's Joe and Drew, now starring in John Ford's action-packed movie, Wagon Master. And here's a girl who in one hand has a Joe and Drew picture ring, and in the other, a delicious spoonful of Kellogg's Pep. And she sure seems to be enjoying that marvelous malty Pep flavor. And in every box of Kellogg's Pep, you too can get that same famous flavor, plus a beautiful picture ring. Yep, in every single package of Kellogg's Pep, there's another wonderful ring waiting for you. Look, a handsome plastic ring that won't break, and it's adjustable, fits any finger. Every ring is bright, colorful, and there are 16 different rings, 16 different pictures. Movie stars, sports stars, cowboys, Indians, jet planes, and giant passenger planes. Trade them with your friends. Collect all 16 rings. Start today. No box tops or money to send. No waiting. And remember, in addition to a handsome picture ring, there's that famous flavor, that marvelous malty flavor in every spoonful of the build-up wheat cereal, delicious flakes of nourishing whole wheat, Kellogg's Pep.
This is the way, Captain Strong. We're practically near the surface. You can get some spacesuits there.
Hurry, Steve.
Wait a minute. Where's Corbett?
Huh? I thought he was following you.
He was a minute ago.
And Manning hasn't showed up yet.
By the craters of Luna, I'll bet Tom went back after him.
Listen, Astro, you go ahead. Take Dr. Dale with you to the ship. I'm going back.
I'll go with you.
No, Joan, you'd only be in the way.
Well, can't I go after them, sir?
You're the only one that knows the way out of here. Now get Dr. Dale to the ship. That's an order.
Aye, aye, sir.
I'll see you later.
I hope. Come on, Dr. Dale.
Manning, what happened? Dirty space crawler slugged me. He wouldn't fight. There. That's what I get for trying to be a hero.
All right, up on your feet. We gotta get out of here.
No, beat it. I'm too rocky to walk.
Look, Manning, being the hero doesn't quite suit you. Now let's go.
It's no use. We'll never make it. Those atomic generators must be steaming by now. This whole place will go up any minute.
Come on, let's go.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Monday, when Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets battle for their lives against the space pirates of Ganymede. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production. Remember, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this same time for the thrilling interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals.
Kellogg, the greatest name in cereals, presents Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
The secret underground base of the space pirates on Ganymede, a satellite of the planet Jupiter, is doomed to destruction. Overloaded, the atomic generators of the base are on the verge of a disastrous explosion. Nearby, on the surface of Ganymede, Astro waits anxiously at the space lock of the rocket cruiser Polaris, praying that Tom, Roger, and Captain Strong have been able to escape from the base in time.
Astro, check in.
Yes, go ahead, Dr. Dale.
The space pirates are running out of the base. I can see them from up here. They're climbing into their rockets.
The rats are deserting the sinking ship, huh?
But where is Captain Strong and Tom and Roger?
They're probably on their way, don't worry.
But the pirate base will explode any minute now.
You just get the Polaris ready to take off, ma'am, and stop worrying.
All right, Astro. But call me as soon as you see them.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Tom!
Hi, Astro. We made it.
Astro, where's Dr. Dale?
She's in the Polaris, sir, getting ready to take off.
Good, we haven't a second to lose.
What happened to Manning?
Master slugged him with a butt of a ray gun. He's still shaky.
Don't worry about me, Junior. I'll be okay.
Sure you will. Now get in there.
Come on, I'll help you out, Roger.
Astro, check in.
Hello, Joan. This is Steve.
Steve. Oh, Steve, thank heavens. Are you all right?
Well, so far, we're at the space lock. We're coming aboard. Prepare to raise ship.
Right, Steve. And listen, one of the pirate rocket ships is taking off.
There it goes, sir.
And 10-1 Masters is on board.
He was probably the first one. It's a wonder he even waited for his men.
Hey, Astro, Captain Strong, hurry up.
All right, Astro, in you go. Tom, tell Dr. Dale to prepare to raise ship as soon as we're in the space lock.
Clear the port, sir.
We're
ready to blast off.
We'll hang on to the safety straps of the bulkhead.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let her rip.
I'd like to show you a few action shots of George and Frank Hodges, two of the hardest-hitting halfbacks I ever coached. These shots were taken at a Saturday morning practice when the boys had a real workout from 9 a.m. till noon. And take it from me, these kids were going strong all morning long. More punch till lunch? You bet. And I'll tell you where they get it. They get the power of corn in Kellogg's cornflakes as part of their daily breakfast, see? Mighty simple to serve. And believe me, a good breakfast like this really does stay with you clear through the morning.
Right you are, Coach. And Kellogg's cornflakes are always fresh, have a delicious, wonderful flavor. Yes, a different, better cornflakes flavor. A flavor you'll go for again and again. And remember, Kellogg's cornflakes pack a wallop that helps keep a fellow going strong all morning long. Yep, with more punch till lunch. No wonder the world's most popular ready-to-eat cereal is Kellogg's Cornflakes, the original.
Nice takeoff, Dr. Dale.
Thank you, Tom. Hello, Steve. Steve, come in.
Yes, Joe, go ahead.
Are you all right?
Fine. We're in the space lock taking off our spacesuits now. We'll be up in a second.
How's Roger?
Well, he's a little bit shaky.
Oh, you'd better let him rest a while, Steve. Send him topside, and I'll give him something to help him sleep.
That's a good idea. Oh, and Joan, have Corbett turn the scanner on the pirate base. I want to make certain it's wiped out.
All right, Steve.
I got that, Dr. Dale. Look, there it is.
The rest of their rocket ships haven't left the base.
Now, they better do it fast if they're going to do it at all.
All right, Roger.
I'm all right, I can make it.
Sure you can. Joan, will you take over?
Of course. Roger, you're going topside and lie down.
Lie down? What for? I'm all right, I tell you.
Hey, everybody, come here, quick.
What is it, Tom?
Look, the pirate base. It's going up.
Jumping Jupiter.
Sure glad we're not down there.
The score's even now.
Not quite, I'm afraid. Masters must have been on that first rocket ship. And our job isn't finished until we get him.
Earth teleceiver control from rocket cruiser Polaris. Earth teleceiver control from rocket cruiser Polaris. Please relay this message to Commander Arkwright. We are in pursuit of space pirate rocket ship commanded by Jim Masters. We are now passing the asteroid belt, closing in fast. Expect to make contact within 4 hours. Signed, Captain Strong.
Well, there it is, Tom. We're almost in ray gun range.
This isn't going to be an easy job, Captain Strong. That ship's bigger than ours. She'll outgun us, too.
Yes, but we can outmaneuver.
Radar bridge to control deck, come in.
Control deck, aye.
Message from Commander Arkwright.
Yes?
He's sending a squadron of rocket destroyers from Mars to help us capture the pirate ship.
Well, good.
They should reach us in 6 hours.
Oh, but 6 hours. 6 hours will be too late. Feed me to the wideband transmitter. I'm going to try to contact Masters again.
Right. Stand by. Go ahead.
Rocket cruiser Polaris calling Jim Masters. Rocket cruiser Polaris calling Jim Masters. Come in. Come in.
Oh, what's the use, sir? He won't answer.
Masters to Polaris.
There he is, Tom.
Well, what do you want, Polaris?
Listen, Jim. Jim, you can't get away. Surrender.
Surrender? Are you kidding?
The entire Solar Guard is alerted. There's a squadron of rocket destroyers closing in right now. Jim, you can't get away with it. You'll be blasted out of space.
I'll take my chances.
This is your last warning, Jim. Will you surrender? Or do we wipe you out?
Come and get me.
Well, sir, looks like we're in for a little scrap.
Well, there's still the chance that he might be bluffing.
Radar bridge to control deck, come in.
Control deck, aye.
The pirate ship is changing course, turning this way.
Feed it to me down here.
Yes, look, sir. He's closing in.
Well, I guess he wasn't bluffing. Keep your eye on it, Tom. We'll be in range soon. Control deck to all stations. Check in.
Power deck, aye.
Radar bridge, aye.
Button up. Secure all bulkheads. Have emergency oxygen ready.
Aye, aye, sir.
Got it, Steve.
Oh, and Joan, you stand by the ion barrier. And also watch Master's ship. Give me all course changes on the double.
Right.
Astro, stand by emergency power supply. Hit it fast when I call for it.
Aye, aye.
Tom, used to you handle the controls.
Right, sir.
If it's all right with you, sir, I'd like to handle the ray gun panel.
All right, Roger. You deserve the chance. Tom, then suppose you spot for him.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Right. All stations, stand by. Tom, set up the scanner screen.
Yes, sir.
Ready forward turret, Ray.
Distance 6,000 miles. Right. Bearing left 27.05.
Right.
Altitude 06.
Right. Forward turret, Ray. Ready to fire, sir.
All right, hold it.
Look, sir. The pirate ship's opening fire.
Well, that settles it.
Commence fire.
On the ball? You bet. This boy is really on the ball, breezing through the morning with far more than his share of energy. More life, more punch till lunch. You know, there must be an inside story. So how about it, Mother? How about letting us in on the secret? Aha, so that's it.
Yes, every morning Eddie gets a good, hearty breakfast with at least one dish of Kellogg's Corn Flakes. They're so simple to serve, too.
Right, Mother. And Eddie gets the power of corn in those whopping big Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Man, you can really taste the difference, that better Corn Flakes flavor in Kellogg's. They sure are good and good for you. So for more punch till lunch for yourself and the whole family, get the world's most popular ready-to-eat cereal, Kellogg's Corn Flakes, the original.
Distance 4,000 miles. Bearing right 9-3. Elevation 0-6.
Maintain rapid fire.
Hey, that was a direct hit.
Man, are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure now?
Yeah.
All right, get on your station. Power deck, check in.
Power deck, aye.
What's your damage?
Just the lighting panel shorted, sir. I'll have the emergency batteries cut in a second. There.
Good boy, Astro. Radar bridge, check in.
Radar bridge, aye.
Are you all right up there, Joan?
Yes, but I'm starting to lose charge on the ion barrier, Steve.
Do the best you can. All right, Manning, keep firing.
What's the matter with our barrier, sir? Why are we losing charge?
Well, as you know, the barrier is just an electronic screen thrown up around the ship to absorb ray gun fire. But every time it's hit, some of those ions are atomized. And so the barrier's weakened. Master's gunners are too good. We can't take this pounding much longer. If that barrier breaks down, we're finished.
Well, how about his barrier, sir?
We keep hammering it, but it still holds. Great Jupiter, we are getting it now.
Radar bridge to control deck.
Control deck, aye.
We can't take this much longer, Steve. Charge on the ion barrier's almost down to 0.
All right, just stand by. Power deck, check in.
Power deck, aye.
Emergency power, full.
Aye, aye, sir. Emergency full.
Hold on, Roger. Tom, yes, change course. Bearing left 12 degrees. Elevation constant. We're closing in.
Aye, aye, sir.
Power deck, check in.
Power deck, aye.
Astro, stand by to energize atomic torpedoes.
I've had it ready for 5 minutes, sir.
Good boy. Give a reading.
Right. Range 2,000 miles.
2,000 miles.
Bearing right 27.
Right, 27.
Elevation 80.03.
80.03.
.03. I got it.
All right.
Torpedo on target, sir.
Now hold it. Steady. Steady. Stand by. Steady. On. Steady. Target, fire!
Torpedo away!
Now, this has got to do it.
I hit! That's the end of Masters.
The space pirates are wiped out.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Wednesday, when Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets return to Earth to fight the Moon Ray. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production. Remember, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this same time for the thrilling interplanetary adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Brought to you by Kellogg's, the greatest name in cereals.
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
With the destruction of the runaway asteroid, the safety of planet Earth has been ensured, and Tom Corbett and the Space Cadets have returned to Space Academy. We find them now in Commander Arkwright's office.
They're a great bunch of boys, Strong. You all did a magnificent job.
Thank you, sir. I'm very proud to have them serve under me. It's too bad that we had to transfer Cadet Higgins out of the unit.
Yes, but he knew all along that it was only a temporary assignment to help bring up the unit score. Now that they've made the grade, I think he'd be just as happy being returned to laboratory duty.
Yes, sir. I suppose you're right.
But tell me, Strong, about that other little matter.
That other matter, sir?
Yes, Manning.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm afraid that hasn't worked out very well.
He still doesn't cooperate with the others?
No, sir. He seems to want to play it alone for some reason. I wish I knew what it was.
So do I. I didn't expect that attitude with his background. You know, Strong, Manning reminds me of another cadet we once had here. The only cadet in the entire history of the Academy who was ever dismissed in disgrace.
Jim Masters.
Yes. Your old classmate. Manning is very much like him.
Yes, sir. I see what you mean.
Too much like him, in fact. If Manning doesn't straighten himself out soon, I'm afraid that what happened to Masters will happen to him.
And in conclusion, let me say that I've spent 40 years working on every phase of rocket propulsion. And I can assure you, the rocket ships of the present are only the beginning. With the development of new fuels, new designs, all of the outer space will be accessible to you boys. And every man in this classroom will be on a regular rocket patrol. Furthermore, cadets remain seated, please.
This is Academy Security Control. First warning, all Academy personnel, take emergency stations. Cadets, return to your quarters. That is all.
Unit dismissed. Go to your quarters immediately.
Aye, sir. Come on, fellows, let's blast off.
You of all people.
I thought you'd remember the glove. I've kept it for many years.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
What do I want? Would take hours to tell you what I want. Money, Power? Revenge? But you wouldn't understand. Not yet, anyway. So, to take first things first, I want you, Erickson.
Me?
Yes, you. There'll be others, but for the moment, just you. Move.
No, I won't.
Erickson, I'm not a cadet anymore. You can't push me around the way you used to. Do as I say, or I'll break you in half.
Let me go.
That's better. Does my heart good to see you cringe.
The third alarm. You know what that means. The security patrol is searching the academy, every inch of it. You'll never escape.
In this uniform, Erickson, I can go anywhere. How do you think I got in? But now, on your way.
Where are you taking me?
That you'll find out soon enough. Move. And I'm leaving my calling card for the next man on my list. Captain Strong.
Central Security Control to Commander Arkwright. Central Security Control to Commander Arkwright. All Academy personnel accounted for except Dr. Erickson. Last seen in Lecture Hall 3. Continuing search. That is all.
I don't understand it, Strong. What's happened to Erickson? He's disappeared, vanished into thin air.
This may be your explanation, sir.
Hey, what have you got there?
Seems to be an insignia. A weird insignia of some sort. I found it stuck here on the board.
Well, what in blazes? Is this a joke of some kind?
I hardly think so, sir.
But look at this thing, Strong. Why, it looks like... Oh, but that's impossible.
The skull. The ancient sign of the pirates. Is that what you were going to say, Commander?
Well, yes, but... Oh, that's too fantastic.
Security Control to Commander Arkwright. Security Control, Commander Arkwright. Come in.
Commander Arkwright here. Go ahead.
Dr. Erickson's been traced to enter portal 9-6, seen with man in uniform with solar guards. When challenged by portal guard, he opened fire with sound ray gun. Portal guard killed instantly.
Great Jupiter. Double guards on all outer portals. Then break out special equipment to repel sound ray attack. On the double.
Aye, sir.
Well, keep me posted. That is all. Did you hear that, Strong? Sound ray? Why, that's been outlawed for the last 100 years. Who could still be using that kind of weapon?
Kidnapping, murder, and the sound ray. Do you still think this is fantastic, Commander?
I'm sure gonna miss little Alfie, Tom. It was a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah, but we'll see him again, Astro. After all, he's still in the academy.
I'm grateful to him, you know. He pulled our unit out of an awful hole. We'd probably all be out in our ears right now if it hadn't been for him. Hey, Manning, will you sit down? You're driving me crazy walking up and down like that.
You know, we've been confined to quarters almost 4 hours now. Maybe there's some truth to all that talk about Dr. Erickson being kidnapped after all.
Kidnapped? I'll bet the old guy just disappeared and made it look like a kidnapping. He was so fed up with this lousy joint.
Manning, you are the most ornery, miserable space grub I've ever seen.
Look, you Venusian hellbilly. I don't want to hear any more cracks out of you. One more.
I'll pull your jets, boys. Let's not get stir crazy here.
Well, tell him to lay off. I don't like being cooped up in him with any more than he likes it with me.
Hey, wait a minute. Something's coming over the PA.
It better be the all clear. That's all I've got to say.
This is Security Control. All cadets will be confined to quarters until tomorrow morning. No one will be permitted to enter or to leave the building. The corridors are under patrol and no one will be permitted there. By order, Commander Arkwright.
Well,
that is all.
Staying another second.
Where do you think you're going?
Ow! I'm not going to hang around here.
You heard the orders.
I didn't hear anything.
Now take it easy, Roger. There's a general search going on. If you step out into the corridor, you're liable to be blasted by a security guard.
I'll take my chances. Even that's better than hanging around here.
Then I'm afraid we'll have to stop you for your own good.
Maybe you beat me once, Corbett, but you can't do it again.
I get the next crack at you, Manning.
Oh, the big shot hero. Back to your stinking gas pits, Junior.
Now look, Roger. If you go out of here against orders, it'll reflect on the whole unit, and on Captain Strong, too.
Don't give me that routine. That business about the unit and the Space Academy and the Solar Guards is a lot of propped up space gas.
Hey, what's got into you all of a sudden?
Ah, let him go, Tom. A good riddance to him. He's a disgrace to the whole academy.
Oh, I am I?
Yes, you are. We're beating our brains out trying to make something of ourselves, trying to build up the unit. And what do? Nothing but throw sand in the gears. You don't even belong in Space Academy. Why'd you ever come here in the first place?
I'll tell you why, Astro. Here, I'll even show you. Here. Now you'll get the whole blasted story.
The Solar Medal of Honor, the highest award it is within the province of the Solar Alliance to give, is hereby posthumously awarded to Captain Roger Manning.
Roger Manning? My father. Oh, Roger, we didn't know.
In the history of the Solar Alliance, only 11 men have been awarded the Solar Medal of Honor. You see, my father was a hero.
But I don't get it. Your father was a Solar Guard. That means he was once a space cadet, just like you, in this same school. And yet you seem to despise everything that the Academy stands
Why
for.
Why shouldn't I? Wise up, Junior. There are two sides to this hero business, and I got the dirty side.
What on earth are you talking about?
Me! My mother, my sister. When he died, my father got a lot of speeches and a hunk of tin. What did we get? Nothing but a lousy little pension.
Well, after all, Roger, none of us are rich.
He could have been. My father was a real space ace. He could have cleaned up in commercial rockets. But no, they pumped him full of that loyalty routine. So he stayed in the Solar Guards, and we wound up with peanuts.
Well, it must have been pretty rough, but you should be proud to be the son of Roger Manning.
Proud? I'm sick of it.
What?
How would you like to get fed the same patter every day? You've got to be like your father, Roger. Act like a Solar Guard, Roger. Remember your father, Roger. You got to live up to his name, Roger. The honor, Roger. The same thing every day. Till it came out of my ears.
Well, why did you come here then?
What else could I do? I was practically enrolled before I was born. I got to hate Space Academy before I was 10. I'm in here just to get mine, and that's all. This joint is going to pay me what it owes me in an education, and then it can go blow up Solar Guards and all.
That's your crawling hide. You're a disgrace to your father. I'm going to beat some sense into it. Come on, you two, break it up. Stop.
On your feet, all of you. This is fine behavior in an emergency. Every time I enter this room, there's a fight going on. The Space Academy has a good deal more to do than to settle the personality problems of 3 unstable young men. Now get into your uniforms and report to the commander's office. We'll settle this thing once and for all. If we have to break up this unit, even if we have to dismiss the cadet who's responsible.
Don't miss the next action-packed episode on Wednesday, when the Space Cadets roar into action to meet danger in the void. Tom Corbett is played by Frankie Thomas. This has been a Rock Hill production.
Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
With the security of Space Academy threatened by an unknown invader, and with the strange disappearance of the great scientist, Dr. Erickson, Space Cadets Tom Corbett, Astro, and Roger Manning blew up under the tension and began fighting among themselves. Now they are brought before Commander Arkwright.
This breach of discipline is very serious, Captain Strong.
I agree with you, Commander.
Not at all desirable behavior at Space Cadets, particularly in time of emergency. I suppose there's an explanation.
Corbett and Astro attacked me, sir. From the time our unit was formed, they treated me as if I were their personal punching bag.
Corbett?
I have nothing to say, sir.
Astro? I see. I hope you know what you're doing in refusing to defend yourselves. Captain Strong, I think you'd better handle this. You've had 2 missions with these boys. Perhaps you know what makes them tick.
There's been bad feeling in this unit from the beginning, sir. These boys have fought all over the Academy and over half the universe. I had hoped by now that they would learn a little respect for each other, but I see it's useless. I suggest, sir, that we disband the unit. Break up this unit and place these cadets on probation.
This is your final recommendation, Captain Strong?
Yes, sir. I hate to do it. I know these boys, and frankly, I'm very fond of them. But for the good of the service...
Just a moment, sir. What Captain Strong says about our unit is true. But none of it has been Roger's fault. It's all been my doing.
What's this?
Go on, Corbett.
From the first day, I've taunted Cadet Manning. I've teased him about his father, Tom.
Do you realize what you're saying, Cadet?
Yes, sir. I understand that Manning's father was supposed to be something of a hero around here.
Supposed to be?
Corbett, I never expected anything like this from you.
I guess I've disappointed quite a lot of people in my time, sir.
Captain Strong, I've had just about enough of this young man.
Yes, sir. Corbett, you are detached from service with this unit. You will return to your quarters and stay there until you receive further orders.
Aye, aye, sir.
And may the day come when you'll be half the man that Roger Manning's father was.
Comfortable, Dr. Erickson? We're out in space now. I'll release the force beam and let you go. What's the matter, tired?
You stupid old fool. Try that again and I'll break you in half.
What do you want with me?
I want you for many reasons, Erickson. Most important, your knowledge of the new rocket fuel.
How could you know about that?
I get it right. I also know what it's used for. It increases the speed of rockets by almost 1/3. Isn't that right?
What difference could that make to you? Why should you want the formula?
Don't you know yet, Erickson?
No. The ancient sign of the pirate. No, that's impossible. Not in this day and age.
Why not in this day and age more than any other? Space is tremendous, Erickson. Think of it. It's 1,000 times, thousands of times greater than the duck ponds that pirates of old used as their hunting grounds. And the ships that travel in that space, they're much richer pickings. Masters here, go ahead.
Control that, Captain Masters. Radar bridge reports reading on scanner. Looks like a space freighter.
Very good. Take charge to intercept. Alert the crew.
Aye, aye, sir.
You're in luck, Erickson.
What are you going to do?
Board that ship, of course. Here's your chance to see a space pirate operate. Of course, this is only a small job. But later on, when we get your new rocket fuel, who knows what we can do?
Here are your sealed orders, Dr. Dale. Not to be opened until you've completed cycle 2 of the rocket fuel test.
Yes, Commander.
And, spaceman's luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
I've got to check, security control reports. Wait for me here, Strong.
Aye, aye, sir.
If I didn't know him better, I would suspect that Commander Arkwright was leaving us alone for a fond farewell.
Well, maybe he is. But I wish you weren't going on this assignment, Joan.
Why? Because of Dr. Erickson?
I have a hunch that Erickson's disappearance has something to do with these tests. And after all, you and he were working on the fuel together.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it, Steve. You know me, I'm lucky.
I hope so.
Why, Steve, I believe you are worried.
I certainly am.
What could possibly happen?
Joan, Dr. Erickson was kidnapped. And I believe he was kidnapped because he knew the process for your new fuel.
But he only knew half of it. It's so complicated, it took 2 people 3 months to memorize it. He knows one half, and I know the other.
And that's exactly why I'm worried about you. Don't you see, Joan? Dr. Erickson was kidnapped, and whoever kidnapped him will soon know that he only knows half the formula, and then...
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for worrying about me. You know, we still haven't had that dinner date.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'd better raise ship. Be seeing you, Steve.
Joan, just one thing more. Keep in contact every day so that I'll know you're all right.
Of course, Steve. Goodbye.
Solar Guard Patrol Cruiser Orion to Earth Central Control. Solar Guard Patrol Cruiser Orion to Earth Central Control. Space Freighter 781 reports attack by unidentified rocket ship. Crew of rocket ship boarding space freighter when signal went dead. Proceeding to position at full speed. End transmission.
Commander Arkwright to Captain Strong. Commander Arkwright to Captain Strong. Alert your unit and prepare to raise ship immediately. Your orders are to track down the space pirate ship and destroy it. I repeat, alert your unit and prepare to raise ship immediately.
Spaceport control from rocket cruiser Polaris. Final clearance check. We'll blast off as soon as crew is aboard. That is all.
Is everything ready, Astro?
All set, sir. I've just cleared with spaceport control. We can raise ship any time now.
Good. The rest of the crew will be along shortly. We can blast off in 5 minutes.
Aye, aye, sir.
Then continue with your pre-flight check.
Everything's preset. All we have to do is throw the switch. Captain.
Yes, Astro?
About the crew. I don't suppose there's any chance
No,
of getting...
Astro, there is no chance of getting Corbett back with the crew.
Yes, sir.
Senior Cadet Manning reporting for duty, sir.
Radar watch, your usual station.
Beg your pardon, sir. But can't you use me as co-pilot this trip?
Co-pilot?
Yes, sir. Since Corbett isn't with us anymore,
That seems to please you, doesn't it?
Well, sir, you need somebody to take his place, and I thought...
It doesn't matter what you thought. Radar bridge, your usual station. Cadet Astro will take over as co-pilot.
Cadet Astro, but sir...
I'm in command of this ship, Manning. Now take your station.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain Strong.
Oh, no. Now, Astro, you're not going to give me trouble, too.
I'm sorry, sir, but I wish to be relieved of my assignment.
What's that?
I just can't take it anymore. I don't care if it means being dismissed from your unit and from Space Academy. I won't go on this mission.
Now, let's get this straight, Astro. Why do you want to be relieved from the mission? Because of Manning?
I thought I could serve with him, sir. I can't.
Astro, every so often there's a certain amount of trouble that we can't do anything about.
But Tom never even knew about Manning's father. It was Roger who did all the sneering.
What's that?
Yes, Tom sacrificed himself because he thought it would be a disgrace to the memory of Roger Manning if his son was dishonorably discharged. That's why he said what he did.
I thought so. I thought it was something like that.
You did? Then why did
I relieve Tom from the unit? It was a question of Tom or Roger. Since Tom chose to protect the name of Manning, and I couldn't do any less.
I see. I guess I can't do any less either.
Astro, someday you're going to make a fine officer in the Solar Guards. You've got something different, special. You're a real human being. That sounds like the cooling pumps.
It is, sir. Look at the indicator light.
And there go the feeders. Astro, did you give the orders to take off?
No, sir. The new cadet hasn't even reported aboard. Well, look, sir. The local gravity generators are on.
Something's wrong. Blast off. Get in your seat, quick.
Aye, aye.
Strap in. Look out. Hold on. Here we go.
Don't go.
Corbett, Space Cadet. Space Academy, USA, in the world beyond tomorrow, 2350 AD. Here, the Space Cadets train for duty on distant planets. In roaring rockets, they blast through the millions of miles from Earth to far-flung stars and brave the dangers of cosmic frontiers, protecting the liberties of the planets, safeguarding the cause of universal peace in the age of the conquest of space.
come in, Joan. Come in.
Thank you for seeing me, Commander.
That's all right, my dear. Anytime.
I don't suppose there's been any word.
You'd have been the first to hear.
But, sir, isn't there anything we can do?
Nothing.
A rescue ship?
I've already diverted 2 cruisers from the Martian patrol, but they're still pretty far away from the Comet. I don't think they can reach the Polaris in time. No, I'm afraid it depends entirely on Captain Strong and his crew.
Crew, 3 cadets.
They're getting a rough baptism in space, I'm sorry to say. Yes?
Report from the main scanner station, sir. They have the Comet on the stratoscreen.
Very good. Relay it in here.
Aye, aye, sir. Stand by.
Will we see the Polaris, sir?
I don't know, Joan. They lost it a little while ago. There's the Comet.
But the Polaris, it isn't there.
It's probably lost inside somewhere. Inside that mass of space junk.
Maybe it got through already.
I don't think so, Joan. The main scanner station would have spotted it. No. Captain Strong and his crew are trapped in there. It will be a miracle if they ever escape alive.
Control deck to Captain Strong. Control deck to Captain Strong. Come in. Come in.
Oh, it's no use, fellas. I can't raise him.
Been almost 2 hours now. Yeah, 2 hours. Wasted. We should have been trying to break out of the orbit. Trying to clear out of that space junk.
Oh, I told you, Manny, our steering rockets aren't working.
They aren't, huh? Well, I haven't seen you trying them again. What are you driving? Maybe Junior here is pulling a fast one. Maybe he's got hot ideas about trying to save Captain Strong. So he's making up that routine about the steering rockets just to keep us here.
Oh, you miserable little space like you haven't...
Hold it, Astro. This is no time to be fighting.
Blast me, but I can't think of a better time.
Whenever you're ready, Astro.
Now, take it easy, both of you. Cool off. For your information, Manning, I wasn't lying about those rockets, and I don't have to make any excuses.
Feeling pretty big since Captain Strong left in command, aren't you?
Big enough to handle you. And if you can't keep a civil tongue in your mouth, I suggest you go on up topside and leave the 2 of us alone.
So you 2 can sneak off and leave me alone in this coffin? I'm staying right here and keeping an eye on you.
Of all the cadets to be lost in space with, we had to be stuck with you.
Forget it, Astro. Listen to me. I want you to take over command of the ship.
What?
I'm going out and try and locate Strong.
But, Tom, you've never been out in space before.
It was always the first time.
Now, look, let me go.
No, it's my job.
I won't let you go.
I'm commanding officer, Astro, and I'm giving you a definite order.
Hey, look. If one of you wants to go out there and be a dead hero, go ahead. But stop making a production out of it.
I don't see you blasting your tubes to help.
You sure don't, pal. It's awful cold out there.
Hey, look. The airlock portal is closed.
What?
Yeah, pressure is equalizing.
Somebody's in the airlock.
Somebody? It can only be Captain Strong.
Great jumping Jupiter. It's a miracle.
Yeah, you better get down to that lock. He may need a hand.
Aye, aye.
And you, Manny, go up topside and get rid of that spacesuit. If Captain Strong happens to see you in it, he may get the idea that you're just a little nervous.
Let me worry about what Captain Strong thinks, Junior. I can handle him without any help from you.
Captain Strong.
Tom, help me.
You. Get him down. You take off his helmet, Astro. I'll get the first aid kit.
Right. Captain Strong, sir, what is it? Are you hurt? Hurry up with that kit, Tom.
Here it is.
No, it's all right. I just need air.
What happened, sir?
When that big rock hit the Polaris, it knocked me clear. Luckily, my grappling belt held. I floated around out there like a kite.
Why didn't you call on us, sir? We'd have come out after you.
My space phone was knocked loose. I couldn't.
Oh, well, that's why we couldn't pick you up. But you're all right now, sir.
Yes. I'm fine, thanks. Now, let's get to work and get the Polaris out of its orbit.
But we can't do that, sir. The steering rockets still don't work.
I disconnected them before I went out. I didn't want them cutting in on me when I was outside.
Oh, that's a relief.
You can put them together again, Astro. Now, let's get to your stations, fellas.
All right, sir.
Get out of this graveyard.
Control deck from Cadet Manning. Comet now 150,000 miles away. Recheck position and set new course for Venus Space Station.
That is all.
Control deck from Cadet Astro. Maintaining space speed. Rocket fuel tanks half empty. Proceeding according to flight plan. That is all.
That's where the Polaris is, according to this morning's report, Joan. Captain Strong has made excellent progress.
They should reach the Venus space station sometime today, shouldn't they?
Yes,
I never thought they'd make it.
I know. When they were lost in that comet, I didn't hold out much hope for them either.
What happens after they land, sir? Will Steve go on to the dark side of Mercury?
Yes, that's the plan. He'll leave the 3 cadets at the Venus space station and then continue on alone in a rocket scout.
I see.
Now, don't you go worrying again, Joan. It's just a routine scouting mission.
That's what Captain Turner thought. And he was killed.
Well, Strong knows how to take care of himself.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, I'd better get back to the lecture hall. I have a class waiting.
Just a minute, Joan. Commander Arkwright, go ahead.
Main teleceiver control reports contact with Captain Strong, sir.
Very good. Relay it in here, will you?
Aye, sir. Stand by receiver.
Standing by.
Commander, you don't suppose... could I...
Now, why do you suppose I asked you to stay, my dear? I've been waiting for this.
Captain Strong on the main channel, sir.
Captain Strong, hello there. This is Commander Arkwright.
Hello, Commander.
How are things going?
Oh, fine, sir. We should reach Venus atmosphere in 1 hour.
And then you'll proceed according to plan?
Yes, sir. Exactly according to plan.
Very good.
Commander.
Just a minute, Strong. There's someone here who wants to speak to you. Go ahead, Joan.
Hello, Steve.
Well, if it isn't the demon doctor of nucleonics herself. How are you, Joan?
I'm fine. But are you all right?
Sure. Why shouldn't I be?
Well, you did give us a bit of a scare, playing tag with that comet.
All in a day's work.
Steve, you will take care of yourself. After.
Careful, Joan.
What are you worried about? This is just a routine training flight.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, take care of those cadets, Steve, and spaceman's luck to you.
Thanks, Joan. And say, save an evening for me, will you? When I get back to Space Academy, I'll buy you a 7-course dinner. So long.
All right, Strong. Proceed as ordered, and keep in contact.
Aye, sir. In transmission. What's our time, Corbett?
Minus 56 minutes to Venus atmosphere, Captain.
Get Manning. See if you can raise the space station on the scanner.
Right, sir. Radar watch from control deck. Check in, Manning. Radar bridge. Cadet Manning.
Have you picked up that space station yet?
I sure have. But the place is deserted.
What's that?
You heard me, Corbett. It's deserted. There's no one around.
Just a minute, Corbett. Manning, this is Captain Strong. Are you sure about that?
I'm positive, sir. I've been watching the place for the last 10 minutes. There's nobody at the Venus space station. Not a living soul.
Attention, crew. Attention, crew. Landing minus 1 minute. Stand by.
Cadet Manning, ready. Cadet Astro, standing by.
Alert, breaking rockets. Closing in on shore station, sir.
Ready, nose rockets.
Landing minus 45 seconds.
Nose rockets full.
Power on, sir.
Stand by to turn ship, Corbett. Ready on the stabilizer control tabs.
Yes, sir.
Turning ship. Astro, maintain rocket power for 2 seconds. Decrease at preset intervals.
Aye, sir.
Hit those tabs, Corbett. Steady. Steady as she goes.
Landing minus 10 seconds.
Level power decrease. Sit her down easy, Astro.
Like a feather, sir.
Landing minus 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, we brought her in, Captain.
Attention, crew. Well done. You handled your assignments like veterans. Now, Tom, let's see where our welcoming committee is.
You see anybody down there, sir?
No, not a soul. I thought the station crew might be below.
Below?
Yes, their quarters are underground, right below there.
Well, surely they would have heard us coming in, and Astro's been trying to communicate with them for half an hour.
Yes, I know.
What do you think, Captain? Do you think maybe they're in trouble?
I don't think, Corbett. I know they're in trouble. Attention, crew. Into your flight uniforms as soon as possible. Report to control deck immediately. Cadet Corbett, open up the arms locker. Bring out parallel ray guns for each of us. There's no telling what we'll find out there.
This is a Rock Hill production.
Don't go away. Not.